Shots at dawn. I bolted upright. Thankfully, I'd received a note that warned me of this possibility the day before. There was a managed deer hunt on the property this weekend and the next. How can this be at a place named for peace, where the deer in these woods connect pilgrims like me to innocence and grace? The flyer they left on the screened-in porch, along with the bright orange vest we should wear on the shooting season weekends, explained it all. It all boils down to overpopulation and inbreeding that was taking a toll on the trees. All the valid reasons crushed my heart nonetheless. The sound of a single shot, while startling, was far less intrusive than the gunshots that rang out every month or two within miles of my suburban home. That first shot, while clearly coming from a gun with some sort of muffler, was quickly followed by an image of all the deer that had shown up for me in recent years. There was the deer with whom I had stood eye to eye on that last leg of my Heartland tour, an impromptu month-long journey through the American Midwest that had been the beginning of me following the call of my spirit and the call of spirit in my life, living free. It had seemed to be a communion of sorts. On the same trip, a buck had bolted from nearby woods as I lay on the hammock and thundered past me mere feet from the place where I was sleeping beneath the Kentucky skies. I had been staying just 10 miles from where I was now. The first morning, back at the Wonder Cabin, where I was now staying for a month of solitude, I had awoken to pristine fields lightly blanketed in a fine white powder. The only thing more astonishing than the snow-covered field had been the family of deer that grazed less than 20 feet away. It was a moment of grace. On the second night of the second weekend of the hunt, which coincided with the winter solstice, I could not sleep at all. I simply stared into the dark and eventually into the pale pink light of morning, watching the deer that passed in safety in front of my window. I felt such a kinship with them, having survived life's danger in a dark wood, and I gave thanks then for new beginnings. On the morning of my second to last day, which coincided with the winter solstice, I awoke to the sound of a distant shot. Immediately thereafter, still coming to from a deep dream, I heard from within the depths of my being, "It's all been preparation. All is well." I stumbled into the small bathroom for my shower, unsure as to the meaning of the message, still trying to recover fragments of a dream. Movement caught my eye. Turning toward the small window, I watched a graceful white-tailed deer leaping into the field. A moment of wonder. My heart leapt with it as a lost fragment of a song we sang in a youth group in those preteen years that were golden to me found their voice again, and they went jumping and leaping and praising God. The words that arose were from a song about a healing that took place in the temple, a radical and daring act of freedom after the crucifixion in the holy city. I laughed. Tears fell. All was well. All was well.